Hello, my name is Mrs. Overish, and this is Math Mania for 1st and 2nd graders. I'm so happy you're here today. Let's learn something new in math. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting 3-digit numbers with regrouping, but using that place value chart. All you need today is a piece of paper, a pencil or a pen or a marker or whatever you got laying around to be able to write with. Okay, let's get started. First, we have our I can statement. Our I can statement today says, I can subtract 3-digit numbers with regrouping using a place value chart. Okay, so we are going to be subtracting or take away. So remember, when we subtract, we're taking away a smaller number from a big number. And a 3-digit number is a number with 3 separate digits. With regrouping, regrouping is when we rearrange or we put into a new group. So I'm going to write rearrange or put into new group. And using a place value chart. And our place value chart is a math tool that we've been using to help us organize our numbers before we add or before we subtract. So today we're going to be using it to really help us regroup our tens and our ones and our hundreds and all that to help some really difficult problems be just a little bit easier. So our place value chart helps us and shows us the value of our numbers. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get started. Our first example today is the number 500, or the problem, I should say, not the number. The problem 562 minus 347. So last week when we talked about subtraction, we discussed how when we're putting numbers in our place value chart, we only have to worry about that first big number. Because we're taking away the smaller number, they both don't need to be in the chart. So we're just going to put the number 562 in the chart. So I start my ones column and I have 2. So I put 2 ones. I immediately move next to my tens column where I have a 6. So I'm going to draw 6 tens rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move to my hundreds column where I have a 5. So I'm going to draw 5 hundreds. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we get to take away. So again, I want to always start in my ones place. This is really, really important, especially when we're regrouping, that we start right here. So we're going to start right here by taking away 7. Well, when I look down here, I only have 2 to cross out. So what should I do? This is when we need to regroup. We need to take a group of 10 to be able to make some more ones. I can't just come up with 7 out of nowhere. They have to come from something. So they're going to come from the place value right next to it, which is our tens column. And if I took one group of 10 over, that's 10 ones. Again, numbers can't disappear and show up out of nowhere. They have to come from somewhere. So when I take my group of 10, I take the 1 on the end, and I'm going to move it over here. It becomes 10 ones. 10 is kind of our lucky number when it comes to regrouping. So I'm going to draw 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, am I able to take away 7? Absolutely, I have more than enough. So I'm going to cross out 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I can count up how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 left in our ones place. We can go ahead and move to our tens column. I come back over here and I see I need to take away 4. This guy, he's gone. He's no longer there. So he doesn't get to be a part of our count because he became 10 ones on this side. So I like to circle it so we can remember he's gone. He disappeared. He's no longer a part of our tens column. So let's cross out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. and I see that I have 1 left. Move right along to my hundreds place, and I'm going to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have left? 2. And when I read this number to put it back over here in our answer, this is always our final step. We see 215. So 562 minus 347 equals 215. Okay, let's try one together. Go ahead and grab that piece of paper and a pencil, and I'll show you our next problem. Our next problem is 863 minus 482. So again, we only put that bigger number or the top number in our place value chart. So I have 863. And where should I start? The hundreds place, the tens place, or the ones place? Definitely the ones place. So I have a 3 in my ones place. 1, 2, 3. Move to my tens place where I see a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finally go to my hundreds place where I have an 8. So I'm going to draw 8 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you have the number 863 in your place value chart? If so, let's get ready for our next step, which is our takeaway step or our subtraction step. I want to start in my ones place where I see I need to take away a 2. So let's cross out 2 of our ones. And how many does that leave us? 1. Next, we want to move to our tens place. And I look and I see that I need to take away 8. Well, if I remember correctly, I only drew 6. And I know 8 is bigger than 6. So there's no way I can take away 8 from 6. Remember, Miss Overs likes to say, if I'm holding 6 Skittles and you come up and ask me for 8, I'm going to think you're crazy. Because I cannot just make them appear out of nowhere. It's the same thing with subtraction. We can't just make numbers show up. We need to regroup. We need to rearrange our number so that it works for our problem. So we are going to come to the next column over, and I see we have hundreds. If I take one group of 100 and put it into the tens column, how many tens is that? How many tens make up 100? 10. Remember, our lucky number is 10. I can't really show you my finger. 10, 10. So 10 tens equals 100. So if I come down here, I'm going to circle one of my 100s, draw my little arrow, and let's draw 10 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now can we take away 8? Absolutely. So we cross them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can put an 8 down here in my tens. And finally, we take away from our hundreds column. It looks like I need to take away 4. Is this still in my hundreds column? No, he's gone. He went over, he went next door. Okay, so he's not coming back. So we're going to take away 4, knowing that this is no longer a part of my hundreds column. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3. So I put my 3 down in my hundreds column. I can read my number and I see that it says 381. Let's flip our paper over and try another one together. On your paper, I want you to write 735 minus 276. Remember, when you're drawing your place value chart, you want to take your pencil, your pen, your marker, whatever you're drawing with, and draw one big line all the way across your paper. So we want to make sure we have a really big space to fill it in so we have plenty of room and things aren't squishing on top of each other. And then you only need to draw 2 lines coming straight down, leaving plenty of space in between them. We have our H for our hundreds, our T for tens, and our O for our ones place. Let's go ahead and put the number 735 in our chart. I'm going to start with my ones place, which I see has a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I move to my tens place, which I see has a 3. So 3 tens. And finally my hundreds place, which has a 7. So 7 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now we get to take away. As soon as our number 735 is in our place value chart, we're ready to move forward. We always want to start in our ones place. So I look here. I see I'm subtracting a 6. Do I have 6 to be able to cross out? No, I do not. So where can I get more ones? Because I need some more. That's right. We can take one group of 10, 110, which we know is 10 ones. So if I take 110, bring her on over, and now there's 10 more ones. So I got to draw 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I definitely have 6 I can take away. So I'm going to cross out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 ones left. Now we move to our tens column, and it looks like it wants me to take away 7. Well, oh man, I wouldn't have been able to do that even when I had this guy around. Now I only have 2 left. So what should I do? How can I get more tens? I need to regroup, and I need to regroup 1 100, and it makes it into how many tens? 10 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now can I cross out 7? Sure can. Cross out 1, 2. He's not there. Come down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, we can move to our hundreds place. And I see I'm just going to take away 2. 1, 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left because he's no longer there. And I see now my final answer, 459. So 735 minus 276 is 459. Great job. Now we have our challenge question, and our challenge question today is going to be a word problem. So you need to be listening to the numbers in the problem, writing down your problem, and then I want you to see if you can solve this subtraction problem using that place value chart. Okay, are you ready? The teacher had 673 pieces of candy. That's so many pieces. She passed out 355. How many pieces of candy does she have left? So she started with 673. She passed out 355. How many does she have left? Did you go ahead and line up your problem? We start with that bigger number. So she started with 673. She gets rid of, or she passes out, she takes away, they're no longer with her, 355. So I know I'm going to be subtracting because I want to find out how many she has left. Can you draw your hundreds, tens, and ones place and put our number 673 into base 10 form? That way then you can take away this next number. You're going to have to regroup. So don't forget about what you need to do when you take from one column to the next. All right. You guys did a wonderful job today. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Mrs. Overish, and this is Math Mania. I'll see you next time.